Okay, so for this lampshade, I am going to create a pattern. First of all, I have added these cords which are 2 meter length. So, and these are 4 mm cords. So what I've done, I have created a square knot throughout. And now I'm going to create a pattern. So for the pattern, I'm going to need one cord in the mid, one square knot in the middle, and 3 on both sides. So you can start from anywhere to start with. Just start from anywhere. So I'm going to take the middle square knot and take one of the middle cord and tie double hitch knot with the next one like this, and then tie next double hitch knot with the next square knot cords. So I'm going to do 2 here like this. There we go. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then again 2 from this side as well. Okay, now we have 2 square knot from 2 cords from this second square knot on both sides, and you can see this is a little loose, so I'm just gonna make it tight. Okay, now what I'm going to do, take 2 cords from here, 2 from here, and make a square knot. And then another square knot. And then one more. Okay, once this is done, I'm going to leave 2 cords from here and again make another square knot. So keep these square knots a little loosen up. We don't make them so tight. And the next. And now I'm going to do the last one, which is this one. And this one is going to be the last one, because we can see the pyramid is done. The triangle, you can see the opposite triangle. And then I'm going to do the same in here. Okay, so here you can see I have completed this pyramid thing on both sides. Now I'm going to add one more cord from here onto this one. Like this. And now you can see there are 4 cords. I'm going to take one more because we need 5. Okay, once this 5th one is done, we're going to leave the first one and make a square knot. Like this. And take the first cord and start making double hitch knot with all of these cords. Don't make it so tight, try to make it a little loosen up. Okay, now this is done. So we'll be doing the same exactly on this side here. So before I go on that side, I am going to create the same this pattern on here. So I'm gonna again take 4 of these cords and add on to here by using double hitch knot. Okay, now taking the 4 cords and which I've just added, and now making a square knot out of those. There we go. And now again I'm going to take this cord which was just ended here and then make exactly like this one. Okay, now tie this one onto here. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is complete this side, these 2 parts, and then we'll start next thing. Okay, now we have completed this part on both sides, and now what I'm going to do is take middle 4 cords, these 4, and make a square knot, but I'm giving it this much gap, this much. Okay, and then take 2 from here, 2 from here, and create another square knot. And then 2 from here and another square knot. Now I'm taking middle 4 again and making another square knot. And these two. Okay, and then last 4, and this pattern, the middle square knot pattern, will be completed. Here you can see. And now what I'm going to do is create these 2 patterns downwards, but then these goes inside, these will go outside, and these 2 will be going inside. Okay, so to do that, take this last cord and start tying double hitch knot to inwards, or you can see outwards, because then the line will go to out inwards. So again, on the first one we're going to need 5 of the cords first to complete the pattern. So here we have 4 and then 5 now. Okay, so here we go, and now we're leaving this one and taking 4 knot cords and making a square knot. There we go. And take the first cord and start tying double hitch knot up to here. Okay, now I'm going to create the last pattern around here, this side, and again take 4 cords and make double hitch knot on this cord. Take last 4 cords and make a square knot like this, and now take this cord just before this square knot and then start tying double hitch knot on this. Okay, now I'm creating this pattern on this side as well. Okay, now you can see the pattern is completed, and to join these two so that this pattern completes, we just tie a double edge knot onto each other. Okay, so here I have completed one pattern. Basically I have completed on the back side as well, but what I'm going to do now, as we complete this pattern, so you can see this is this is the front, and then we have the triangle, and for the next one as well we will need the triangles. Two cords of this square knot have been used here on this triangle. On the next triangle we will be using these three cords, these three knots, like this one, and two cords from this knot. So I'm just quickly making square knots. So 3 square knots first, and then 2 square knots, okay, so we have 3 square knots here, and then these two, because we're making triangle. And then the last is square knot. Okay, so here you can see I've completed this triangle, and as you can see in this one we left one square knot, and then we made another square knot. So what I'm going to do the same, leave this one, and then starting from here, leave these two cords, and starting from here keep making the same triangle. Again, I'm going to complete this this pattern here. So as you remember last time, what we did is took the middle, Okay, so you can see two patterns are complete, and I'm going to bring this towards this side. Tie only three cords, and start making the same pattern on the other side. Okay, so keep creating the same pattern on the other side. Okay, so we have made square knot pattern in middle of the two patterns. So here I'm doing the same. I'm creating square knot using 4 middle cords, and then I'm giving half an inches gap, and I'm creating. Then I've taken 2 cords from the square knot and then 2 from the from the side, and I'm going to do exactly the same. So I've created 3 square knot, uh, middle one, and then 2 on the side, giving half an inches gap. And then once we're done, 2 knots, then we can do, so there will be 1 and then 2 and then 3, and then we will be reducing exactly the same 2 and 1 to create this pattern, diamond pattern. And on each square knot you can see there is a half inches gap, so because we want to complete this pattern with the same length as we have this bigger pattern which we've just created. Okay, so once it is done, we have completed our pattern on the other side, because I've completed all the other patterns. So now I'm going to so the length, you can see I'm creating the border now. So for the border I have created 3 lines of square knots. So what is the how I measured the length? So from the longer pattern I have given 5 inches gap for the square knot, and then you have to keep doing the same with the same length. So yeah, with the longer pattern you have to create you have to give 5 inches gap if you want to give the similar you want to create the similar one, or if you want to create just next to it, you can do that too. So you can see how I am doing it. And then once I'm done with the first square knot line, I'm going to do the second square knot line and as well as the third square knot line. So here I'm going to keep doing exactly the same throughout, and now I have completed throughout all of it, and the first line is done, but we have connected the whole thing on the second line. So you can see I'm completing the second and third line here, and our border line will be completed. Then I'm going to use the same inch with inches diameter ring which I have on the frame, on the top, on the lampshade frame. So you can see it looks all good, and you just have to make sure that the length of the border lines are same, and it's not like up here and there, so it will look all proper. And when this is done, I'm just going to take the ring and start tying this ring using double hitch knot. So here you can see I have got the ring on the bottom. So what you have to do, just here you can see I'm tying a ring with one cord. So here I've created double hitch knot, and then I'm going to create double hitch knot on the all of the corners. So I'm going to create one on the back and one on both sides. So once you're done with the double hitch knot, then you can keep creating. Then you're going to have the balance, right? You have equal amount of the cord on each four corners, so then you can keep tying double hitch knot. And then there is a pattern as well, which I'm going to show you how I have created the border line after exactly how I have tied all the cords on the ring and chopped all the cords as well, because I'm not keeping the cords. If you like the fringes at the end, you can always keep the cords as it is, and keep the fringes and cut all the cords at the same length, and then can unravel all the cords, because this I have used here. I could have kept the fringes because I've used the twisted cord, but I didn't want to keep it. So yeah, you can see here I am tying. So here you can see I have tied. Now I'm just taking the cord which I have tied double hitch knot with, and then I'm keeping that with the ring and taking next cord and tying double hitch knot onto it, so that so that we can cut the cord at the end easily, and there should not be any. So I'm going to keep doing exactly the same, follow the same pattern throughout, so that when we are cutting the cords, we don't have edges to lose. Okay, so here you can see I have completed throughout the same thing, and I'm going to complete the end. Once I do the end, I am going to cut all the cords, and you can use the glue with the edges, but it's not needed because we have used the technique which can be used and and all the cords can be cut without having to use glue, but I am still going to use glue. And then you can see how beautiful this lampshade had turned out. Hopefully you all liked it. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.